Some of my strengths would actually include, I would say, my open-mindedness. I tend to not only think first, but think of other people first and putting people ahead if they need time or they need to be reminded that they matter too. I'm always open-minded to new situations. I know that a lot of people worry that when someone comes up with an idea and they don't want to tell the director or the producer on set because they fear that they're going to get yelled at. You're not supposed to talk to a director on set, but I feel that I'm just open-minded, and understanding what everyone has to say has always been a main importance of mine. I've always been heavily creative, not just in the fact of creating stories or creating plot lines. I've always been creative in finding a new idealistic way of completing tasks. I have this underlying need to be great. I don't know if that's just a common thing for kids these days, but the need to complete things fast and be hardworking and get things done so that your name means something, that's very important to me, and I want to be one of the greats in the world, so getting things done correctly has always been a big part of my life. Weaknesses, I've always had a problem with being a little not full of myself, but always being a little bit too carried away that I can do something. I tend to work long hours to get something done because I said I was going to get it done. For instance, if I am telling my friends that I'm going to get that new short out in a week and I haven't finished it, I will be 100% focused on that for the next week completely. I wouldn't go out. I would just be really boring to talk to because all I'm going to talk about is that short and getting that done. So I would say that my biggest weakness is one-track mindedness when it comes to getting the task done, but another strength actually is that I'm very good at multitasking. Just not mentally when it comes to inspiration, because once an inspiration's there, I tend to just keep it running. I want it so much that everything else goes away until I get that done for the people around me who need me to get it done for them. And I find that that's just who I am. I have to get everything done perfectly, and I have to get it done then for the people that ask and need it. So that's my biggest weakness, I guess, is not. Biggest weakness, it would be the ability to get things done, but not concentrating on anything else until that thing's done. What makes me different than others? I have a hard time with letting go. I have a hard time letting go of things. I know that people always say that once it's done, it's done, but nothing is good enough. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Once something's done, I'll go back again and again until I know that it's done perfectly for me, and that's the way I like it. I will find the easiest yet most rewarding way to do something, because I think that time is one of the most important things that anyone can have, and getting something done on time but doing it easier and not having to waste as much energy, work smarter not harder kind of thing. I'm creative in the way of making programs work differently. When doing editing, I've tended to redo the entire shortcuts because I want them to be perfect to my standards and to get things done as fast as I work, because I know that something that makes me very different than others is I am a very fast worker. Always been first, always. I've always come in first of turning papers in, trying to just get my ideas out first. I always spoke first in lectures, and I just always am a fast worker. And I want everything to be done, not just fast, but well done. Artists that inspire me, I've 100%, it's always going to be Mel Brooks. When I was little, my dad used to put on Young Frankenstein every night. And I don't know if you've seen that, but it's one of my biggest inspirations in the world is actually is Mel Brooks in that movie and how intelligent it is, and it's always been the best sense of humor for me. And I always found that if I wanted to be someone, it was Mel Brooks, because the stories that you always heard about him on set were absolutely amazing. I mean, the man started people's careers just by pulling them in if they were on set and letting them just be a part of this wonderful movie that he created and he designed and wrote and directed and produced, and he was just always 100% down for anything, and I loved it. And he's done anything that can make you laugh, he would do it. And I love Mel Brooks, and he's one of my biggest inspirations in life. And to have the work ethic that he did, and to have the friends and family, and be as kind of a person as he was, that's who I want to be. Just as a director, as a producer, as a set designer, anything, I want that to be how I work. Well, thank you.